What is better than a legendary sword? Well, double of it. How's it going, guys? It's your boy Snow and we are back again here on Dungeon Quest, and for this video, we are going to answer the burning question. What if dual weapon would be introduced on Dungeon Quest? But before we get started, make sure that you have already frozen that thumbs up button, and of course, if you want to be part of our Snow Squad, well, just hit that subscribe button and make sure to turn your notification bells on to be always first on this kind of videos. We already have had several videos about those update ideas, and man, it is really fun to fondle our imagination, especially on the game that we all love to play. On Dungeon Quest, basically it's been ages that we have been grinding for the same stuff over and over again. It's always about 2 purple pieces for your set and a legendary weapon. That's all. But what if we could equip 2 weapons except one? What would happen? Well, here's what I think will be on the table. First on our list would be the positive effect of it on the trading market. Having a good piece in your arsenal will really be a kind of a bragging rights for anyone, and trading for one will most likely cost you a lot. This kind of overpaid trades exist simply because people who are grinding more have so much excess pieces that they don't really care about them and they just can, basically trade away. Besides, they can only equip one legendary weapon anyway. Being able to equip 2 weapons at once would share different kinds of values, and also it would drastically change how players are trading their stuff. Having a kind of like a whole new trading market would affect the game positively because players would now have more things on their table, which would make them grind more. That means there will be more online players on the game, and I'm sure that you wouldn't want to end your grind and settle for one legendary and just wait for the new map to come. So yeah, that's gonna be a win-win situation, not only for the game, but also for the players. For the next one, that's gonna be possible future updates. Having another slot where we can put another weapon can open more possibilities for future updates. What is something that a class missing up until now? Think about it. If you still don't have any idea what am I talking about, well, I am talking about a possible legendary piece for the Guardian class. If there would be a second slot on our bag, it's not gonna be hard for them to create a Guardian legendary, which, you guessed it right, can be your shield. This would definitely be appreciated not only by those players who love to play Guardians, but also other classes. One big problem of many players in Dungeon Quest is that they cannot find a good grinding team. If you can equip a shield to boost your HP more for a cost of DPS, however, that would make solo grinding more possible. This would also lessen the burden of those solo players, or probably those players who really prefer to grind solo. The more encouraging the game is for the solo players, the more that the game can keep every single player to keep playing. Third on our list would be longer playtime. All game developers want their players to play more, and of course, they want us to spend more time on their game. Adding an additional item to grind for would prolong the grinding time of players for the game to have a bigger active player count. Remember when we had an EXP event and those boosted drop chances? Dungeon Quest almost had 15 to 20k players on a daily basis, and one reason why the game sustained those kind of numbers is because there is a reason for them to play. That is why adding another item to grind for would have the same effect, because most players would not stop grinding unless they have already gotten full purple set and legendary. Again, additional item to grind means additional reason to play, which would yield to better online player stats. Having a sustained amount of online players every day, preferably double digit like 10 to 20k or so, would invite new players to try out the game, which would give more positive outcome for the game itself. For the fourth one, that's gonna be new dungeon mechanics. It is not an easy task to design a map, and of course designing unique mechanics would also be a heck of a task. I can confidently say that the current dungeon mechanics that we have are fun and all, but to the developer's perspective, having a secondary weapon slot would open more possible mechanics that they can add on a dungeon. I'm sure that they have had lots of ideas before that they discarded because it might be too hard and too OP for the players to clear, but if the players would have an additional item on their bag, it would open to a more diverse dungeon mechanics. Imagine if there's a dungeon that would require us to have guardians with shields to fight a certain boss. Man, that would be so much fun to play. It would not also be limited on new dungeon mechanics, but rather some new stuff that we can do in a new way. Say for example, a new lobby boss where all players in a server can hunt and kill for a chance to get rare items, or they can even make this an additional item as a drop for a possible new stuff that they are planning to add in game. Kinda like a quest, maybe. This can also give them a new source of revenue in the form of some new shield cosmetics, or just simply to convince players to buy more cosmetics that they can wear for their second weapon. I know that the cosmetics right now automatically applies for anything on your hand, but they can simply change it to only work on one hand for them to also gain something from it. For the fifth and final one, that would be, well, more YouTube content. I know you guys might be saying, Ace, no, that would only affect content creators like you, but hear me out first, guys. One reason why some big YouTubers stopped producing videos about Dungeon Quest is because of the lack of content. Kelvin, Tanker, and those other pioneer YouTubers on Dungeon Quest have left the game or probably seldom creates content about it. If, however, there would be an update that would get the attention of these YouTubers who got a big number of followers, the game would be introduced to their fan base, which can yield to more players trying the game for the first time or players going back and play the game again. The more videos of a certain game on YouTube, the more it would show that the game still has an active player base and developers, and of course, that's gonna be a positive free advertisement for the game as well. I mean, no one wanted to play a dead game, and hopefully, we would not find Dungeon Quest on that situation because, man, this game would be my forever top game here on Roblox. Anyway, there you have it, guys. Those are some of the things that I personally think would happen if they would add a second weapon slot. Do you have anything to say about this? Do you like this idea or not? Well, just drop it down in the comment section below. And also, if you have a burning what if question about Dungeon Quest or probably about those games that we played here in our channel, just comment it and I'll probably make a video out of it with a shout out of your name. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again on the next one. Stay cold! Peace out.